This is the GIS Evening Report for Thursday, April 11th, 2024. I am Rikisha St. Louis. In the headlines, Grenada delegation to sign 9 Memoranda of Understanding on visit to Cuba. We'll have details to this story and more when we return.
Register and secure your spot at the 8th Annual Growth and Resilience Dialogue. Explore new emerging trends and accelerate your learning. Dynamic leaders will take you on a deep dive into 2 master classes covering design thinking, a creative approach to problem solving, and strategies for successful business innovation in the Caribbean. Panel discussants will engage you on how to nurture a culture of innovation that leads to disruptive new products and services. And that's not all. Live AI demonstrations in healthcare, agriculture, education, finance, and the creative arts will take you to a higher level. Learn from Caribbean entrepreneurs and creatives on breaking through barriers to make it on the international stage.
As a region, we cannot change our history and we cannot change our geography. But together, we can elevate our development trajectory through innovation and collective action. Let's do it.
Online attendees will also have an opportunity to win an early bird registration prize valued at $2,700 EC if their registration is received on or before the 30th of March 2024. Visit the ECCB's 8th Growth and Resilience Dialogue webpage to register and secure your spot today.
Welcome back. Grenada is set to get more assistance from Cuba on the fresh agreements that are set to be signed in Havana this week as the country's Prime Minister embarks on his first official visit. Honorable Deacon Mitchell heads a powerful delegation that includes 4 senior ministers on the visit to Cuba, where they are set to sign 9 Memoranda of Understanding, including upgraded agreements in health and education, agriculture and fisheries, climate resilience, infrastructural development, culture and creative cooperation, tourism and sports. It is the first official visit to Havana by a Grenadian leader in a decade, and Prime Minister Mitchell will officially meet with Cuban President Miguel Diaz-Canel, as well as Prime Minister Manuel Marrero Cruz. The delegation will also meet with Grenadian students in Cuba. The visit comes on the 45th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between St. George's and Havana. The delegation, which includes Foreign Affairs Minister Honorable Joseph Andel, Minister for Health Honorable Philip Telesford, Economic Affairs Minister Honorable Lennox Andrews, and Education Minister Honorable David Andrew, left Ireland on Thursday and is scheduled to return on Sunday. Honorable Andy Williams, Minister for Mobilization, Implementation and Transformation, will serve as Prime Minister in the absence of Honorable Deacon Mitchell. The Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court is giving the assurance that the online Elitigation Portal being implemented in member countries is hack-proof and highly secured. Grenada is the second country to move into the implementation phase with ongoing training of stakeholders in the High Court and Magistrates Court. The portal is web-based and provides court users and all stakeholders with access to assigned services anytime, anywhere, and on any device. Information Technology Manager with the Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court, Mark Ernest, told the GIS on Thursday that the portal is hosted on Amazon Web Services and is highly secured.
The developers themselves, that's Crimson Logic, employ certain level of security, data security associated with it, and one of the level of security that they use that's standard in computing is that which we call secure socket layer, which allows for the secure transmission that is of data, of course, at the, say, the lawyer's desk to the server and through the court. So there's that level of security that nobody can access because of that technology. There's several other technology that is used that really provides high level of security of data that of course is being transmitted to the portal.
Court Administrator Gregory Gerard said the training of magistrate and high court officials has highlighted some procedural gaps that must be addressed to ensure a smooth transition. He's satisfied with the level of interactions and work demonstrated during the training.
I think generally the feedback has been positive. I think people see the benefits for it. They see what it will do for them. What the training has revealed to some extent are some areas where procedurally we need to tighten up on some of the procedures to make sure things flow better and flow as they should and as they're intended and in compliance with the rules. So I think there are a few learning lessons for us. Also, we come to different jurisdictions. Every jurisdiction may have its own legislation, its own procedures and so on, which we have to understand and see how best we can adapt those procedures to work most efficiently on the portal. So there's opportunities that we see for what we call business process reengineering, where we can look at how work is being done now and how we can try to tailor it to be better going forward so that there's greater efficiency and effectiveness. Because at the end of the day, we're all concerned about the same thing, which is making sure that justice is done, it is seen to be done in a fair manner, it is efficient, and it is effective.
The Ministry of Agriculture and Lands, Forestry and Marine Resources is strengthening measures that will help the country maintain its opportunity to export fresh soursop to the United States by enhancing sanitary and phytosanitary measures through capacity building and market access. A workshop was held this week as Grenada launched the Standards and Trade Development Facility project in collaboration with the Food and Agriculture Organization. The project will be undertaken over 3 years as it seeks to help the ministry develop and implement improved surveillance programs for access to the export market, develop an anticipated action response program, and enhance diagnostic services and capacity.
It's an intervention that is timely and must be embraced wholeheartedly. This has caused me to reflect on two things: the soursop industry in Grenada and the cyclosanitary capacity of the Ministry of Agriculture. The story I've been told many times over, and I'm sure is documented in many reviews and analysis of the huge potential of the soursop industry. We have seen soursop risen from the state of an obscure fruit in the 80s and 90s to a $3 million subsector post-Hurricane Ivan here in Grenada. There is still potential for continued expansion. I'm sure this project will address the gaps and strengthen local capacity for improved efficiency so that the two dreaded pests mentioned earlier are kept out of our industry. The International Plant Protection Convention forcefully highlighted in 2020-21 that 80% of our food consumed are from plants. Yet an average of 40% of our food produced by plant are lost to pests and diseases.
Permanent Secretary Isaac Bagwan delivering remarks at the Inception workshop attended by various stakeholders in the soursop export industry. Food and Agriculture Organization Sub-Regional Coordinator Dr. Renata Clark explained that the project allows the government to deliver on the promise of agriculture sector transformation.
This partnership does have a focus on building the capacities of the phytosanitary services within the country, but also the capacities of farmers to be managing their crop in the correct way, growing healthy trees. The project is not large in terms of funds. It should be large in terms of impact. The STDF financial contribution is more than matched by government's own contribution. And I've been hearing about the programs of government to be supporting extension and outreach to farmers so that they can implement good practices. It's also matched by FAO's past and ongoing support to the soursop value chain. So all of the partners have skin in the game, and no one more so than the government. I'm really looking forward to this project, and many eyes will be on you. Make sure that at the end we can all see that it has been an impactful and exemplary work.
The project will be implemented by the FAO Sub-Regional Office in Barbados. It will complement the Soursop Value Chain project implemented by the FAO. This is the GIS Evening Report. We will return after the break.
I'm a VIP. I'm a VIP. I'm a VIP. I'm a VIP. Make us all VIPs. Take your vaccine, get immunized and protected. Kids, let's build our immunity to have a healthier society. I'm vaccinated. I'm immunized and I'm protected. Get vaccinated. For we the children's future, protect this lifestyle together. Let's all be VIP champions.
A message from the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Religious Affairs, Be a VIP Childhood Vaccination and Immunization Campaign in collaboration with UNICEF and the Pan American Health Organization.
Welcome back. On April 10th, the St. Andrews Anglican Secondary School SAS was once again in the spotlight as the institution marked its 80th anniversary as an education institution, guided by the theme Forging Ahead with Vigor and Pride. To mark this milestone, principal staff and students past and present engaged in activities on the school compound that included an exhibition of various products, arts and craft produced by past and present students, and a parade through the town of Grenville. Principal of the school, Mrs. Diane Abel Jeffrey, says the St. Andrews Anglican Secondary School has been holding its own over the years with much to celebrate. To achieve 80 years of providing holistic education to generations is indeed a remarkable milestone for any institution.
Today we are actually celebrating our birthday. So it's our 80th anniversary because our school was established on the 10th of April 1944. So today being the 10th of April 2024, we are celebrating a big 80. And we had, to mark this occasion, we had a parade through the streets of Grenville where we exhibited some of our accomplishments, like our past and present athletes, our past and present principals, some past and present prominent people who have passed through this educational institution. We have also exhibited our winnings over the years, where we have won a number of sporting activities as well as other co-curricular activities that took place within Grenada, where SAS has either won or has done exceedingly well.
District 3 Education Officer Peter Ridges was also present at the institution, and he told the GIS that he was very impressed with what he saw on display, along with the rich history shared on the school's achievements.
In walking through, I am very impressed with what I have seen so far. The number of athletes that have passed through this institution is so great. I saw evidence of quite a lot of prominent persons in our society who have, people who have passed through this institution. And I think it means well for our upcoming students. There are a lot of people that they can model after. So I think all in all, it's a good institution. I will recommend the school to anybody. Good leadership, good administration. And as such, these are some of the things that you are looking for when you're looking for a good institution. And I think that SAS can boast of that.
Principal of the Grenville Secondary School, Kwame Hippolyte, also took the time to celebrate the SAS 80th with his colleague educators.
Let me first of all start off by congratulating St. Andrews Anglican Secondary on their 80th anniversary and all the achievements that they have achieved in those 80 years. It has certainly set an example for educational institutions, and we look forward to the support that SAS will provide to our communities in St. Andrew, as well as the neighboring schools within the parish.
Former students of the school who are into the automobile business also held a car show for children at the Telescope playing field. Past students who are now teachers at the St. Andrew Anglican Secondary School are very proud to be a part of the institution's 80th anniversary celebrations on the anniversary date, April 10th, known as Founders Day. Larry John has been a visual arts teacher at the school since 2004.
Since then, we have had a number of students coming through SARS that were involved in the art program. From Form 1 all the way up to Form 5 and doing the exam for CXC. The class size would be anywhere from 8 students within a given year, sometimes to 15 within a given year. The class size is not large, which makes it ideal for students to have the one-on-one time that they need from the teacher to ensure that the skill and the potential is of the best, as we can say. Over the years, we have seen our boys and our girls displaying vast skill. They have tremendous potential. We have students depicting pieces with a very wide variety of subject matter. So we have students who are able to do portraits, landscapes, seascapes, fantasy pieces, cultural pieces. The variety of subject matter is wide. And so we encourage that at SARS, all right? Want to make sure that the students display their talent and their skill and hopefully make a positive impact, not just on the society or the community, but the country on a whole.
Shamar Felix, another former student, now teaches math and physics.
We have the CCSLC project. It's designed to develop and evaluate basic competencies. Here, what we have on display is Project 4, where the students are using angles and shapes to construct a figure. Right? The most basic form is a house. So as you can see, we have 3 houses here on display. So the projects are graded out of 20, and then the grade is reduced to 10 marks. This is our best 3 structures this year.
Physical education teacher Leon Calise also had T-shirts on exhibit with what he says portrays a positive message.
I realize in society, we need the young people, even the middle-aged as well, we need persons on a whole to be positive, right? And you have to be positive with God. And with God love, I mean, there's only positive things that could come out of it. So by portraying that brand, positive energy with a crown on it, making them know that they are kings and they are queens, and they're supposed to be positive. And we're celebrating, we are in 2024, and 2024 is a big number. So that's why all these numbers and the brand came about.
Other activities to mark the 80th anniversary will include a church service at the school on April 14th, health walk on April 20th, a past pupils link-up at Chilaxin on April 27th, class of 1983 visit to the school on April 29th, and April 30th will see the distribution of hampers to past pupils who are shut-ins, along with a visit to Mr. Buckmeyer, one of the first students to attend the St. Andrews Anglican Secondary School. We take our final break. We will be right back.
KERO, Maroon and String Band Music Festival 2024, April 26th to the 28th. Coming together to preserve and showcase our culture is who we are. Friday the 26th, Belmont at the Chapel. Early morning libation, 3 p.m. Saraka, 7 p.m. the official opening ceremony and cultural evening. Saturday from 10 a.m. Hillsborough Square. It's Strings in the City. Then at 8 p.m. we move to the Botanical Gardens for cultural explosion with local and regional performances featuring Touch, the band. Admission $60. Then on Sunday, it's the grand finale, Paradise Beach. From 12 noon, musical entertainment. And from 4 p.m., Paradise Beach Bands, cultural entertainment and live music. Admission $20. Come along to dance the quadrille and big drum on Paradise Beach every Sunday after the launch until the festival ends. KERO, Maroon and String Band Music Festival 2024, April 26th to the 28th.
Welcome back, and finally, the Limes Mennonite School has retained its championship title in the National Primary School Nutrition Quiz 2024. Woburn Methodist School captured the second position and Grand Roy Primary placed third. The quiz was done in 5 rounds covering the home economics curriculum, nutrition terms, food groups, and food sources, to name a few. Executive Secretary at Grenada Food and Nutrition Council, Mrs. Lydia Brown, congratulated the students on their work advancing to the final and highlighted the significance of food and nutrition in the development of minds, country, and economy.
Let us remember that the knowledge we gain here not only enriches our minds, but also nourishes our bodies. Food is not merely sustenance, it is the fuel that powers our every action or every thought. However, the quality of this fuel greatly matters. Proper nutrition is the cornerstone of good health, impacting our physical, mental, and emotional well-being. In today's fast-paced world, where convenience often takes precedence over nutrition, it is imperative that we educate ourselves about the food we consume. From understanding the nutritional value of different food groups to recognizing the significance of balanced diets, our knowledge can directly influence our health outcomes.
Brown said the onus is on everyone to be advocates to promote healthy lifestyles and food sustainability.
As responsible citizens, it is our duty to advocate for policies and initiatives that promote food equity and sustainability. Through this quiz competition, let the knowledge we gain ignite a passion for healthy living and nutritional awareness. Together, let us strive towards a future where everybody, every individual has access to wholesome food and the knowledge to make informed dietary choices.
The preliminary round of the Secondary School National Quiz will be held on Tuesday, April 16th, and the final on Friday, April 19th. That story just ended the GIS Evening Report for today, Thursday, April 11th. On behalf of the entire news and production team, I am Rikisha St. Louis.